Hello and welcome back to the Checkpoint Reach podcast. I'm your host Luke Elden. As ever, I'm joined by my fellow gamers and friends Sud and Perks. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
The pressure every week now to change from, yep, good.
I mean, I'm not going to be political, but after last night can't be good, can it? Really?
I think some people would disagree.
Well, yeah, I'm
Quite
sure they
clearly,
do.
a lot of people disagree.
And you know what? That's their democratic right at the end of the day, I guess. But
It is.
we don't agree.
We'll refrain from politics, though.
Politics. Everyone's sick of politics.
10 seconds before we started, no politics.
And then we
good
saw
shot. Straight away.
But
You just couldn't resist.
so.
Well,
But I'm okay apart from that.
yeah.
I'm doing okay. You know,
Gaming wise, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Gaming-wise, you're very good.
we've got a good week, I think, this week.
I'm ill. So I'm
That's never
beanie
good.
man
You're not fine.
with Perks.
Yeah.
I'm not that fine.
I'm just bald, cold haired. So it is.
Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it?
No,
Yeah, so we're not going to talk about what we've played this week because
No.
I think there's a lot to get through on this
Yeah.
episode. So we'll go straight into it, and that's the reveal at the Video Game Awards.
Yeah,
of
surprised me.
the new Xbox, the Xbox X Series, Xbox Series,
Series X?
Series X,
Oh, yeah. We'll talk all about the name in a minute, but
Yeah.
Box Series,
It's
Box
confusing,
X?
but-
the box of X,
X Series X.
X Series,
X Series X, I think it was. So, bad name. I mean, are we going to? Can we just actually? We may as well just start already on the name itself. I mean, I don't like that name at all. To me, it makes
Is
no
this the
sense.
name on the picture?
I mean,
The name
It's
on
just
the
Series
picture,
X, isn't it? Xbox Series
Xbox
X.
Series X.
Yeah.
X Series X.
X Series. I mean, it's
That's probably...
That's what people are
yeah.
going to call it.
XS X. I don't even really know.
Do you
There's
know
a lot of
what?
X's.
so weird.
It's just another
I don't
thing
like
to add
it.
to the list of poor names.
Yeah.
It's a bad
Stop
name.
it.
Really is.
Stop with your Xbox.
You know?
Now they've got an Xbox One S, an Xbox One X, and soon to be an Xbox One Series X.
It's.
What are you doing?
I don't know what they're doing.
Why convolute
Well,
it so
apparently, the reason it's been called X Series X is because there's rumours they're still going to have a lesser console, aren't they?
much? Well, they're going to call it Series F or something.
Which I don't
Series
understand.
Y.
Well, if that rumour's true, they're having a lesser powerful. Well, but they've got a less. The Xbox One X is a lesser power. I don't
Yeah.
understand
I
why
thought
they're
that-
making another.
I thought that could play next gen games.
Well, it can,
So
but for some reason they're going to. Apparently, the rumours are they're going to make another one
Another one.
that's slightly less powerful than the main one. It's like I just for me, just make this main one. Have the Xbox One X as one that people can. They're going to because a lot of games are going to be able to. Xbox One X is going to be able to play them, not as well, but it will be able to play them. So just have that. It's a bit confusing for me.
yeah,
I don't like them. No.
I like the idea of the tiers system back when we first spoke about it.
Yeah.
But with the Xbox One X, and then why have a middle ground?
Yeah, I don't.
Is there any need?
Not in my opinion, no.
I don't know.
It doesn't seem to make sense. But yeah, so not
Not a fan of the
name.
name. No.
No.
But I mean, maybe it'll grow on us. Probably not, but
well,
we'll see.
Xbox. I can't even remember if we liked Xbox One.
I know.
I think that was a bit meh.
It grew on
Yeah.
us because we were used to saying it all the time. I don't even think Xbox One's a fantastic name, really. But
No.
we got used to it.
Yeah.
It's fine, but when they had an S and then an X and now there's a Series X,
See, I liked Xbox
you've got to
One
be
X.
a bit more creative than that, I think.
I liked Xbox One X because it's the initials XB1X. It spells Xbox, doesn't it? Xbox
Yeah.
One X. So I
Yeah.
kind of like that, but this name just it doesn't really make grammatical sense, does it? Xbox Series
Well,
X,
PlayStation have played it safe, haven't they?
PS5.
PS1,
PlayStation
2, 3, 4,
5.
There you go.
But why wouldn't you? I mean, it's
I
just
know.
easy.
It's just
simple.
easier.
But Xbox couldn't have said Xbox 2 because it looks then like an inferior product to the PS5, doesn't it? In consumers' minds.
They don't necessarily need to go to numbers like that.
No,
but,
they should have just.
off the top of my head, I don't have another name right now, but
Xbox
if you pay
Scarlet?
me 500 million a year or whatever, I'm
Well, why
sure
not
I
just
could
keep the
come
code
up
name?
with better than that.
The code name was fine. Xbox Scarlet. That's a better name than that.
Yeah.
You know?
And here we are with the Xbox Series X.
So what did we think about the actual design then?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, just looking at the picture now again.
when we first saw it, I've got to say, I was a bit
underwhelmed.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, especially considering how nice their designs have been of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, the X is really cool.
Yeah, and sleek. But like you mentioned,
like
I think off camera perks turning more PC, aren't they?
Yeah,
Going
it
in
It looks
that
like a PC
direction.
tower.
It is a
Yeah.
PC tower. That is the be all and end all of it. I think you can have it vertical or horizontal, can't you? They said that.
Well, that's the part where I was like, I'm warming up to it a bit more now. But the fact, because I thought at first, if you can only have it vertical,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. But the fact that you can have it as more of a rectangle, I'm warming to that a bit more now. I'm a bit like, okay, that's better. I'm not 100% convinced, I've got to be honest, by the design. But until you actually get it in your hands, I guess you can't really tell.
don't mind the design on the basis that, like, I don't know, I think you're lying to yourself if you think, like, Microsoft haven't wanted a PC box for a while.
Yeah.
You've seen how they've changed, like, Xbox exclusives to Microsoft exclusives, and it's no longer, like, games for Xbox or, like, on PC. It's the family now. So for them to do that, I expected it. I just don't know if I expected it to be this one, but I guess it makes sense. So I'm kind of happy with it. I don't mind.
I think it's grown on me the more I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like I said, first time I've seen it, a bit underwhelmed because of their recent designs have been pretty good. But to be honest, yeah, it's fine, isn't it? I mean, I say about designs, I'm actually not that arsed. I've still got the Xbox One OG.
Yeah, you're an OG.
Yeah. So
you got
I clearly
big
don't care.
brick of a console.
Yeah,
so.
and I found room for it, and I don't really move it, so I don't particularly care. You know, as long as the console's good and the games are good on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that
true.
could be a debate with Xbox One.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, like, aesthetically, if you have room for, like, a PC style setup, I know you probably can have it the other way around, but then you're fine. But if you've got, like, a home TV setup, you know, with, like, shelves for things and, like, it's quite sleek and, like, for example, if you've got, like, a Skybox or, like, the X now or the newest PlayStation model, like, they all fit into, like, nice spaces. That doesn't. So you can't just, like, put that into your, like, current entertainment system, like, if you don't have, like, a gaming setup, like, so to speak. So I think that might throw a few people. They're going to have to change their whole entertainment systems.
I'm interested to see as well how the PS5 comes out.
It's going to look like a console. Perks predicts. It's just going to be a console. And then they'll be like, this is what it's supposed to look like, and everyone's going to cheer.
Do you think
know.
people will be swayed by that?
Some people. I'm pretty sure. Because that, like, let's face it, like, that is not a console.
Well, it is, technically.
No, but it isn't.
It
Like,
doesn't look like a
no
traditional
one has
console.
looked at that and gone, like, that's a cool looking
It's not a
console. They've gone,
traditional
it's
setup.
PC. Like, everyone knows it's a tower. So.
But if you turn it on its side to be Retina, it probably looks more like a console. I think it's because of the way it's vertical rather than horizontal.
Yeah. Thing is, though, like, with the horizontal thing, like, if you just put that horizontally, it's just a big rectangle.
Yeah.
Like, it looks crap. It looks like just...
I mean, what we
this
can't
is what it's
really
going to
tell.
look like in the future.
What we can't tell is how big it is, can we? We can't tell based on that picture exactly how
No,
big
that
it is.
could be tiny.
That could be tiny or it could be huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess compared to the controller, you try and go, oh, okay, how big is it? It doesn't look massive, but it doesn't look small either.
It looks...
Chunky.
Like, you
Looks
can't
chunky.
get... it looks like your typical PC tower.
I think you mentioned it last night on chat, because me and you watched the Video Game Wars live, didn't we? It looks like an Amazon Echo style home,
it does.
whatever
That you talk into.
Google Minis and all that. Yeah. You just, like, request an Xbox.
Maybe you will be able to talk into it, you probably will. But,
Well,
I don't know.
I've still got the Kinect, so I can still do that.
Oh, God.
See, mate, I'm proper OG.
Yeah.
I've been left
think
behind.
You're in the Stone Age.
Yeah. That Connect is...
Mate, it's great. It's great for laziness. You know, you don't have the controller anymore.
I'm so glad I've been that off when I did it. So as soon as it was like, it doesn't have to be there.
Yeah.
It was in the drawer. It's still in my drawer, I think, somewhere.
I traded it in straight away.
You got like £70, didn't you?
I don't think it was that much. I think it was 70.
I thought you got a decent amount.
I think initially it wasn't bad, but then, like, 'cause so many people did it, it went to like £4. Like,
It's literally, I think in the minute it's like
really
a £5
cool.
or something ridiculous. Like,
Mate,
so
it's
many
great
people
to
traded
video
it in.
remote.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if
That's
you like that
literally what
sort
I
of
use
stuff,
for it.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
pretty
use it
good.
for gaming,
It's good for,
really.
like, say, an Xbox go to
Yeah, that's it.
Halo
Like
or
that.
something or whatever it is, yeah. But
Yeah, so...
just a thought, did any of you see the controller? Did you zoom in on the controller?
I did.
It is different.
But
It's a little bit different.
like, they did say it as one of their
They've got
features.
share button now.
Yeah, they said as one
Like
of their features it's a
PlayStation has.
brand new controller, and I kind of looked at it and I was like, alright, so what's brand new about it?
The D-pad.
Kind of just looks...
If you look at the D-pad, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's,
It's kind of hard to see.
yeah,
I can tell how
I've
different
seen zoomed in
it is.
pictures of it. It's
Yeah.
it's different to the Xbox One.
But they
No,
didn't,
it
they
looks
didn't really
cool, but-
highlight it, so...
They will, I'm sure. At some
No,
point.
they will, but in this moment, it's just... I took in the console rather than...
Apparently now as well, the what are they called?
Bumpers.
Right,
on
yeah,
triggers.
left trigger, right trigger. They have like more of a coating on them, like a grip coating, so your grips more.
So it's more
which
like
is
the
good.
Elite controller.
Yeah,
You
pretty
got
much.
that?
No,
But yeah,
basically.
basically. So that'll be interesting. They've got 3 buttons on there now instead of because obviously they've got a share button, which I guess makes sense because people, that's what they're going for, aren't they? Oh, share this picture.
That community tab that you hate is only going to get bigger.
Can I just
Hopefully
mention though, someone from Microsoft might be listening because
The
last
design,
week
the redesign,
about the dashboard.
Yeah.
I came back off holiday, and there it was, a new dashboard.
Well, to be fair,
and it's still moaned.
Still moaned.
No, I said it was a lot better.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
I
said.
said to you it was a lot better.
No, you did say it.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like
It's
it
not
going
perfect.
down.
No, I like it going
you
down
like
more.
it
I
going
prefer
down.
it going down to
my
a
bad.
cross now.
Yeah.
For me, it feels a little bit. Do you get the sense to you guys? It feels a little bit sleeker. Not loads, but it just feels a little bit quicker, and a little bit less junky.
Maybe it
I
does.
haven't used it
To me.
properly yet.
I haven't. Yeah, I don't spend enough time on the dashboard to really care that much.
Yeah.
Maybe it did improve. I don't know.
But you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably been in the works for a while, hasn't it? Just coincidence, I guess.
No, it was.
No.
It was.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Fresh
redesigned
out.
the whole dashboard in 5
Phil
days.
was
or
sat
whatever
there
it was.
like, my favourite podcast. Chapman.
Yeah.
I do like what Sud says. What's he say? He doesn't like. Well, that's it.
Guys, we need a new
We got a
dashboard.
job to do. And he did it for you.
Exactly.
I like it. So there you go. So yeah, we'll move on to the specs. We'll put an image on the video for you. But yeah, 4K at 60 FPS, variable refresh rate, support 8K capabilities, 4x processing power of Xbox One X, vertical/horizontal orientation, new Xbox wireless controller, and it's available in holiday 2020. Not that much of a surprise. I think IGN put up a thing a few months back now, side by side with the PS5 specs, and
Pretty much identical.
Yeah.
So
Not really a shock, is it?
no,
Yeah, this definitely isn't going to be a generation where you can choose one or the other in terms
Based on
of
power.
like power
It's
or
pointless.
like
It's not gonna
how
matter.
it's actually manufactured. It's the same thing, really. So
It's going to be like the games again, like it always is.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I mean, that's. Although having said that, Game Pass subscription services are going to be more important now. I mean, you can see that already because with even Sony are really trying to scrambling now, trying to make PS Now better and stuff because they know it's going to be important. Because we've seen the value of Game Pass, and to be fair, PS Now has improved a bit, but it's still not at the level of Game Pass.
Yeah.
They're not. And the thing is, I can't see PlayStation ever. I don't think they're going to start offering first-party games like Xbox are. That's just not going to happen yet, anyway. Certainly not in the next few years. So that is an advantage Xbox has with the Game Pass, I think.
I do like Game Pass.
My worry
I think
is
it's
though,
done
is
very
it going to influence enough people to change from PS4 to
Yeah, like,
Xbox? That's going to be the thing.
it's
for me.
an expensive upgrade. We're
It
not
is,
talking like a couple of hundred quid
no.
here. It's probably like, I don't know, this is exact, but it's going to be around maybe like 500, maybe more. But yeah, that's not so much like if you're a Game Pass
By the
guy.
way, if this is £500 plus, are you going to buy it instantly?
I probably will.
Well, I mean, I've said before, I'm probably still going to get the PS5 first. I think they're both going to be the same price. I don't know what you think. I can't see there being much difference in price if they've got the same specs.
If there is a difference, it's not going to be huge.
No.
And
Yeah,
if
I'd
it
be
is,
surprised.
then that's defining for
Oh, yeah,
the
of course.
generation. So
I can imagine. I said actually, I said before on the chats, I think they're going to be $499. That's the price I've got in my head.
I think, yeah,
Which is a
either
lot of
5
money.
or 550. I don't think
Yeah.
they can get to 600. I think that's too much.
I can't remember how
know.
much we paid for the Xbox One when it first came out.
Far too much.
Because we got day one, didn't we?
Yeah,
430 quid, I think it was.
Jeez. It's a lot of money.
we overpaid.
Yeah.
Because it was
Massively.
it was $499 US at the time.
Yeah.
We paid $430.
Does not convert, by the way, to...
Well, nowadays.
no, it doesn't.
Well, no, because nowadays it'd be worse because the US dollar against the pounds.
Pound went up yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So how long that lasts. If it lasts that long. But yeah, so I think if they're both $499, I don't think they're going to initially sell as well out of the gate. I don't know if you get that impression. As the Xbox One and PS4.
It just seems a lot of money.
I don't think...
It
The
just
hardcore
it
will buy it
depends.
because
No,
the
the
hardcore
hardcore
will always
will.
buy it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to get the same numbers as this gen.
No,
I kind of feel
necessarily.
sorry for parents, I'm not going to lie.
a lot
Because
of money.
when that sort of... Because obviously we're old enough now, we
Yeah.
got our own money from work and stuff, but imagine back when we were in high school.
Oh, yeah.
We're all going to be like, we want that. Yeah, can we get that for Christmas? Parents are going to be...
Parents are
Some
like,
parents are going to
Well,
be struggling with that.
yeah, like you can have half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Do you
it.
remember how much
a lot of
was
money.
360, 300?
mate, I do not remember.
Yeah, it's too long
Well, we
ago,
know
I don't
how much the
remember
PS3 was, 600.
I remember
£500
I remember the Xbox 360 reveal for me.
You got one?
Yeah, for my birthday, I came downstairs and, opened the presents, whatever, went to school, came back and, there was a bin bag waiting for me. Mum was like, "Oh, do you want, go and check got an extra present in there." I was like, "I'll do it in a bit, after tea." Because obviously in a bin bag, I was just thinking maybe, I don't know.
You got socks or something.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was weird that it was in a bin bag, to be honest, because I've never had that before. But yeah, went over in the end and it was there, 360. I think that was the first one out of us, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were, because I remember coming here, ironically, to watch you play it. I think you were playing like Road to the World Cup.
Oh my God. Remember, you come with me to buy that game in real.
Yeah.
We went to Game Exchange. And what, Road to the World Cup. There was like 6 of us. Because like Steam
and it was way expensive.
Yeah, and do you remember how good we thought the graphics were? Like,
yeah, I know. And the game is so bad.
Game.
It wasn't even a full game, really. It was just, you
did the qualifying, that was it.
To be fair, it's in the title, Road to the
And then they made the World Cup game.
Yeah.
Just as bad, really.
It's such a scam.
Well, talking, just a quick, divulging just quickly, I said to you last night, getting a Switch for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So
the new Nintendo Switch correspondent for Chapman podcast.
I can bring some Nintendo. We said, didn't we? We didn't have any Nintendo sort of.
We lost our Nintendo guy.
We might.
Yeah.
So I can bring that now. So if there's a big game for Nintendo, I can talk about it now.
You can.
I just don't know how you have the time to fit like in all the consoles. Like that's.
Yeah, but to be fair, you say that, but you're dedicated to sort of one console and kind of like one or two games.
Yeah.
Whereas I probably just use my time more like, say you spend 5 hours a day, 6 hours on Destiny, I'll play a game, like, I'll go on my Switch for an hour or two, I'll play FIFA on Xbox for a couple of hours. It's just different ways of playing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good pun, actually, isn't it? I switch it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be switching
it. I'm sorry, I don't even
you don't even know what you're doing.
I don't even know what you're saying, but no, it'd just be good anyway for the podcast, I think.
Yeah, no.
Because we lost Matty, who had a Switch and talked now and again about the Switch, so.
R.I.P. Matty.
Yeah. So
we lost Matty.
Well, when we say we lost him, I mean, I don't mean he's...
He moved away.
Yeah, he moved away, so...
But the podcast lost his
so I'll be able to talk
Nintendo.
Talk about it a little bit, so...
Yeah, no, that's good.
So...
I think going back to the point of like, when it first comes out, how many early adopters is it going to get? For me, it's going to depend on what do you get that you can't have right now on the PlayStation or the current Xbox.
Or on the one alternative as well.
Yeah, like what's the next gen thing other than like a few next gen games that will be not massive out of the gate because it's only going to be a handful either way.
Mm-hmm.
What are you missing by not upgrading early? And if it's simply just you don't get to play a couple of the launch games.
Oh man!
No, because I think
it's like I mentioned though with Road to World Cup. If we had the knowledge of that game, would we? I wouldn't.
No, you
been
wouldn't.
Like, oh, I need.
Like,
that
I know
now.
it's gonna. You can play on the current platforms anyway. Yeah, but like, what is gonna happen? Like you said early on, like
what's the USP?
Yeah, like what?
It'd be interesting, won't it?
With, like,
it's a weird dynamic, actually, not just for Xbox, PlayStation as well.
I think PlayStation the same as the X. Able to play the next gen.
Well, PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with PS4.
Yeah.
Right.
But we don't know, is there going to be a lot of cross-gen games? Like a launch PS5 game is going to be playable on PS4. It's a weird dynamic this time.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, how many are they going to give you that makes you think, I actually need that because that's not cross-gen.
From what I can... I don't know if you agree with it. I think from what we can tell about how they've behaved this gen and stuff, PS5 will be the first one to go, no, this is only on PS5 now. I feel like Xbox will probably make it go a bit longer.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think PS5, maybe the first year be like PS4, and then say like Spider-Man 2 comes out, they might go, no, it's only on PS5.
Yeah.
Because that'll get people to buy it then. I think. It's going to be interesting to see what Xbox... It's going to be weird messaging, isn't it? It's going to be hard to portray that message, I think. And this is why I think there is going to be a slow adoption early on. But the hardcore, obviously, always buy. There'll be like an initial, that's a nice amount. But then it's, Christmas and a few months after, will it be able to kick on?
Feels weird this time round. I remember last time I was so excited for the Xbox One. That's probably because the 360 was so good and obviously we were younger. But I was so excited. I was checking out every day, like, oh yeah, we're going to, we can play this now.
Yeah.
And this time round, then we're just a bit more like, I'll wait.
It's a year
check
away.
them out. Yeah, like you said, Xbox One X, it can play.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, at the start, at least.
think
if the Pro can do that as well, I don't know how much of a rush I'm really going to be in to go out and splash like £400-500.
Well, that's why I say I think for Xbox it's going to be interesting because, what you just say there about we don't need to. But if PlayStation early on go, well, this is actually on PS5 now, that might persuade people to move on.
It's the risk reward, isn't it?
Would it persuade you? Because I know you're pretty much going to get the Xbox.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Xbox. But I've always been in the same category here, and I think I'm quite a minority. I think hardcore people feel the same as me, where it's like, if I'm spending £500 on a new console, the rest needs to be left behind. I want new stuff for me and for everybody else who's bought that. I want the elite stuff. I don't want it to be, we developed this so it works on something that was made 5 years ago. Yeah. Focus all your resources on the new thing because that's the big hit.
Well, people are worried that they're going to hold back games, aren't they? Because, for example, we'll talk about this game later on, but that Hellblade game, you know it's going to be an Xbox One X, so does that mean it's going to be held back?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Wonder. I don't know, but
on the flip side, like I understand it creates the line in the sand, doesn't it? It's the disconnect because you're chopping the family in half of not being able to do this but that, but you own the same family of console, and I know they go against that now, so I'm not going to get my wish. But
I forgot about that branding.
family of the Xbox family. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to get specific stuff right out of the gate, but I just wish that's how it was.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess does this sort of thing, is it going to influence enough people to change maybe console, or is it going to influence enough people to not move on? I think, from my point of view, so far from what I've seen, we haven't seen much really, have we yet? We'll see more as the year progresses. I think, for me, what I'm going to go off is games, because that's always, for me, what it's about. Like, yeah, you can have the power, even if like one's a bit more powerful than the other, it's about the games for me, and from what I can see so far, I think they've had a good start at Xbox. To be fair, that Hellblade game, it looks really good. And if they carry on like that, maybe I'll be persuaded differently. But I still think PS5 is the more enticing offer for me right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine you changing your mind.
I'm not saying I won't get this new Xbox at some point. I will, but I think my first console, based on what I've seen, is based on what I know about games being playable on the X, like Halo, and I think I'm probably going to go PS5 first, because there's just a lot of games I'm like Spider-Man 2, Horizon 2, God of War, the games that I want to play.
Yeah.
Whereas on
Xbox,
laid the
groundwork down in the PS4.
They did lay the groundwork down.
They've got that money in the bank with you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will have the same.
Now look, they might completely mess up. We don't know. Someone usually makes a mistake. Maybe PS5 will make horrible errors. We don't know.
£900.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, maybe their lineup won't be as good this time around. I doubt it, but because they've got the same studios as they had, pretty much, and added a couple more. So we'll just have to see. But I don't think it's enough yet to persuade.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
No,
I really don't know what to do. I literally just have to wait.
Yeah,
and make a more informed.
See what's going on at the time. Like, it's a year, so
and a lot can happen in a year. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of games announced, exclusives announced, I imagine.
Yeah,
a lot of prices announced, a lot of specs announced, features. So you just have to wait.
The prices are going to be really interesting.
It's an exciting year, though, isn't it? It's cool.
2020 is going to be a good year, definitely in the gaming world. It seems.
Yeah, definitely.
But we should move on. We're going to move on and talk about the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, some of the things that were announced.
Yeah. We got to watch it last night. Did you catch the straight
I watched it about an hour ago.
Oh, so you're
you
fresh.
Did watch?
So, yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing or skip parts?
No, I watched the important parts.
Yeah, the trailers,
the highlights.
There's a lot to skip.
Oh god, there's a lot to skip. Oh, god.
They all just feel really tiring now to watch. I don't know why.
Apparently there was a lot of adverts, and it felt like a Super Bowl or something. That's what I read.
I've got to say, at the time, when we were, I think we were quite tired, weren't we? We were a bit down anyway. When you're tired, you're I was a bit down about the show. I thought, not a great show. I don't think it was a great show in terms of a show. Yeah. But looking back, it actually did have some pretty good announcements.
Good reveals. I would say. It didn't help though that the crowd weren't enthusiastic.
Oh, the crowd were awful.
The new Xbox Series.
Yeah, there was a few people.
They were like, "Hey," and it's like, what?
But even it's not even like a bias thing, because even PlayStation and Nintendo announcements, they were literally
I mean, I'm not saying if I was there, I'd be jumping up, screaming, cheering, but I wouldn't go because I'm not that type of person. But if you're there, surely you're meant to play along with.
A lot of people are probably there not through not choice.
I know
but
what you mean.
It's
actually.
They're for the journalists.
Yeah, they have to be there, and they don't really.
A lot of gaming journalists that maybe don't care as much, or people.
People who aren't going to celebrate.
I didn't take that into account actually.
Yeah. So
it's a good point.
But yeah, I think to be fair, we're going to go through them now. But there was actually some decent announcements actually.
Yeah, there was.
So,
well, should we start with the first one?
Because
I think all three of us are excited about this.
As well. Mm-hmm. I was surprised.
I was surprised. But The Wolf Among Us too.
Yeah, I mean,
finally.
How long's that been? That's been a while.
Wow, I mean, was it 20
years?
Came out on 360. Wolf Among Us original.
Yeah.
So long
2013,
ago,
I think. 2012, 2013. It was a long time ago.
I remember you recommending it to me.
Yeah.
I played through it and I loved it.
Yeah, it was
And
great.
it's coming back.
It's a good
I loved it.
recommendation. But
It
no,
was.
that was definitely one of the best Telltale games.
Yeah.
They've had a few that have hit real heights, but yeah, that one was
I mean,
just
it's-
different and
It's gonna. Obviously, we don't know how it's gonna play out because it's not Telltale anymore. It's that new company that bought Telltale, didn't they? Or they bought the assets off them, so we don't know. Skybound, I think they're called, something like that. So we don't know what it's going to be like. It sounded good from the limited trailer we saw. It sounded like Wolf Among Us. So it had that great music, the great intro. I think everyone loves that music. Iconic, really, I guess.
It just, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I
am. It just look. It's just obviously it's a teaser trailer, so you don't see much, but just a little bit of excitement. It's like, it was a great game.
We were saying when we were off air, is it going to be next year or not? I kind of hope it's just next year. Or at least start it next year.
Does it need to be next year?
I'm
think it needs to
thinking
be
next year.
I must admit, I thought.
No, will it release
I
it
never thought we
episodic?
were going to get the second one.
I didn't. And do you think they were going to release it episodically this time though? Because that model seems to have not be working as well
I
anymore.
hope not.
So do you think they're just going to release it as a
block?
block, or do you think they need less time? I think between this model of waiting 3 months just doesn't work anymore.
I don't like the episodic.
I think they should release it as a game.
Just give me the
Just
game.
give me the whole game.
I would much rather pay. What would it be like?
25, 30 quid.
Well,
Probably.
maybe less, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
but around that mark.
If you were doing
20,
like
25.
£5 an episode and there was 5 episodes, yeah, £25.
25.
I would much rather pay £25 and just play the game rather than pay a £5 wait months and pay a £5 wait. It's like drags out.
It's interesting though, because that story's great and it left on such a cliffhanger. I hope they go off that cliffhanger. I don't want them to go, where sometimes things go, oh, that didn't matter, start again, or whatever. I don't want them to do anything like that. I think they need to carry on that story.
I think they will. Surely.
They're going to extend with different characters. They're going to obviously add characters.
The worst thing about it is like, I say the worst thing, I'm just thinking like out loud here a little bit. How would they do something that takes into account like everybody's choice at the end? Because you can either go after or let her go.
I went after her.
Yeah, I did as well because I want to know what's going on.
Well, do that one then.
They should go with the majority.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
Like,
I think they'd go with the majority. Of
yeah,
what majority
they've
did.
probably
Majority
got
rules.
statistics.
Yeah, well, they do because you see them at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, majority
It's
usually
really
rules,
good.
doesn't it? So I think they would go with the majority.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fair enough.
Because I don't see a way that they could.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like 2 stories.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But excited, look forward to it.
should be good.
Or they could do a Mass Effect Andromeda and just ignore that and go in a
Well, that's what I don't want them to do.
All that.
I wouldn't like that at all.
I wouldn't. I'd rather they continue the story.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't like that, to be honest.
And one I think you're excited to talk about a little bit, the Godfall reveal trailer.
Yeah, first glimpse of a PS5 game, which is interesting. It's interesting now we're getting all this next gen stuff. It feels real now, like, oh, it is soon now.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually getting next gen
It's going to
announcements.
ramp up a lot.
I mean, we'll talk about in a minute. The next one, Xbox revealed their first game for their console. It's kind of weird, and I don't know. Just watching that Godfall trailer, I got Destiny vibes from it. I don't think it will be Destiny, but
No, neither do I.
with the way
Kind of looks like a Rise kind of game.
it's kind of
Obviously, completely different setting, but yeah, the characters do look a bit like Guardians.
interesting with that game though. It's not technically an exclusive because I think it's coming to like Epic Store. Or something. It's made by. I can't remember who it's made by. I actually can't remember now off the top of my head who it was made by, but it's not a first party game. It's kind of like a second party game, I guess. It'll be on like PS4 and PC. But I mean, it looked good. It looked like it could be a game that's been interesting.
Didn't look like my sort of game.
No, I didn't think you'd be too enthused by it. I first got too human from it.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good one. Yeah.
The art direction.
Well, if they
anyway.
make a 2 human type game, I'd be happy with that because I like 2 human a lot. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting. There's not much more to say about it, I guess, because they didn't actually show much gameplay, did they?
No.
They
It was
didn't
very
show
cinematic,
gameplay,
yeah.
like, it was
So-
just, yeah.
I think that's what
It's
we're
just
going to
a
get a
reveal.
lot of, though, in the little teaser.
I just kind of wanted to mention it because it's the first
Yeah, it's been
game
tagged
we've seen
with
specifically
PS5.
PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Move on to the little next one. Hellblade 2.
yeah. It looked really
This
good.
is a big one.
Big one.
Yeah, bigger than Godfall anyway.
Yeah, because this isn't. Well, I say the term exclusive is kind of weird anymore because it will come to PC as well. But in all
it's a
likelihood,
Microsoft exclusive.
99% chance it's not going to come to other platforms apart from PC. So it's pretty much an exclusive. My early impressions were impressive. I like the first Hellblade a lot, but you could definitely tell it was held back by its budget. Really good game, but it could have been a lot more. And this, to me, even just looking at that trailer, looks like they've stepped up. This is now a Ninja Theory with a bigger budget, and I got God of War vibes, to be honest.
Yeah, especially with that.
Well,
that character's face, like they paid a lot of facial animation time, didn't they? And it looked really cool. I'm sure some people probably laughed when they were going on with the chants.
I can't even remember what were the chants.
Oh, some tribal, some tribal
stuff
going on.
And when it first came out, I was a little bit taken out, what the hell? They just
what's
started
going
chanting,
on?
but it was worked well. I thought the trailer worked well.
Yeah,
Mate,
it was
how
really
did I
good.
miss the chant?
Really good.
We did watch it at 4 a.m.
Yeah, you were probably half asleep.
The whole trailer was chant. It just didn't stop. But
that to me,
it's a long night.
It gave me a little bit of hope for Xbox Next Gen. It was a good trailer to show. I think I think they know they needed to show a hardcore game like that.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be AAA. It looks like it's going to be. It's hard
single
to say
player,
based on
the first one was only single player. I would imagine it's only single player.
Based on cinematics, it's hard to say. Oh, it looks good, but it actually you can tell a lot. You get a vibe from games.
Do you know what it gave me? Cool. It gave me a Sony type vibe.
Yeah, and they need more of that.
That's a game you could say if you didn't know anything about any console. It said Sony. You'd be like, oh yeah, I can see that. That's a Sony game. Which is good. They need more though. It's not going to be enough just that game. They're going to need a lot more.
No, but as far as
but it's a good start. Very good start.
Yeah.
It made me a bit more enthusiastic actually. So
that's good.
If it's as good as God of War as well, then.
Well, it would be overrated then, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but I just mean in terms of the quality of the game. They need to do that. I'll be happy if they do.
But that'll be interesting to see. And like you guys said, well, I can't really comment too much on it because obviously I missed the trailer because I didn't even know chanting was there. And I didn't play Hellblade 1.
You're just asleep.
Yeah, I was just asleep. I was gone. But yeah, we'll move on. And Fast and Furious Crossroads trailer.
Yeah, that was a weird one, wasn't it? That was very
Diesel
weird.
And I can't remember it.
It was. I don't really know what to make of that.
I couldn't care less, man.
Mate, I couldn't care less.
It's such a tired franchise. Go away. I can't be bothered with it.
Fast and Furious 28.
Is it?
No, it's way.
They make
so
every
popular.
film
it's
makes
unreal.
£1 billion. I'm sure this game, ironically, even if it's bad, will probably sell alright just on the name alone.
Oh, the name.
The name will sell the game.
Somehow is massive.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it looks.
I never understood the other.
Luke and Hobbs as well. That was a spin-off from Fast and Furious with The Rock and Jason Statham.
I will say though, we're a little bit skeptical, but it is interesting. I like games that kind of go in directions where it's like, oh, it's a racing game, but also it's got like a story. I kind of like that. It's kind of mixing it up, which is what Fast and Furious is. Might work in a game form, but the game itself.
Are you going to play it? I'm not.
You play every game.
Yeah,
you're definitely going to play.
I wouldn't buy it.
Liar.
If it went on Game Pass,
straight up.
If it went on Game Pass, I might try it. But why not for free? It's free. You can try anything for free.
I know you keep saying that, but it's not actually free.
No, not technically, but
that feels free.
Free behind the subscription. I'll pay you money and you give me something for free.
Well, it's the beauty of subscriptions, isn't it? It makes you feel like it's free half the time when it's actually not. But
that's the
what
trick.
I'm just saying. Well, what I was going to say is the game itself actually doesn't look very good. That's the problem. The facial animations.
Are you
wank,
surprised?
It looked like a late 360 game or something.
Have you seen how bad the Fast and Furious game is on 360? Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, I've not played it, but it's bad. So.
It is horrendous.
It's unlikely I'll play it, but if it goes on Game Pass, maybe I'd try it.
I feel like he's going to play it. I don't know.
There's no way I'm buying it. There's no way I'm buying it full price. Because not around that time when it's coming out. May.
You're a bit more forgiving than us. You will try.
I am. I am.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I do try. Well, it's not an indie game, but I do try indie games and stuff like that. But this one, when it's coming out in May, Cyberpunk will have just come out.
Yeah,
I do believe out the week after. I don't think
you're not going to buy it on day one, but I do think you'll get to it.
Yeah, if it goes in Game Pass, I will.
Well,
when I was catching up this morning on all the highlights from last night, when I got to this one, I was like, great. I just knew it was going to look like.
Hey, they're big gamers, like
average.
They play Tekken.
Yeah, that was pretty cringy.
And,
that part, if you saw it, was like, okay then. How much have you been paid to say this?
Yeah, it's just again more disinterest from me. I don't care.
Well, I must admit, I'll never play the game.
No.
So, we can come back to this podcast in the future if you do play it.
I bought it day one, it was great.
Now that would be a shock.
Yeah, not going to happen.
But yeah, we'll go into some of the awards as well, obviously. Should we start with the big one?
Yeah, I can do.
Game of the Year.
Game of the
Sekiro.
Year.
Sekiro. Bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that as in it didn't deserve it. I just said I was surprised it won. Games like this don't usually win these awards. I said, I'm not going to say niche game because it's sold really well, but it's more niche than a lot of the games on there.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily mean it can't win Game of the Year. I'm just saying in these sort of things, usually the popularity game wins, and
Yeah.
it hasn't on this occasion.
I think if I recall correctly, I predicted Death Stranding for this one.
Did we all
Same.
predict Death Stranding?
I think maybe
Did I
you
say
did.
Resident
But you
Evil?
wanted Resident Evil. I know you
Oh,
wanted
I said I
Resident
thought
Evil.
maybe Super Smash Brothers,
Yeah, that was your call.
Oh yeah, the outside
Yeah,
the
yeah.
box.
which I'm glad it didn't. I'd rather Sekiro win it than... Only because, I was saying this to you off air, I'm not very comfortable with this whole, Super Smash Brothers just missed the deadline, but it's a last year game, so it can be... I don't like that.
You might change your mind now. You got to switch.
It's like next year. Maybe. But it's like next year, for example. Jedi Fallen Order will be able to be nominated. And it's like, yeah, but there'll have been so many more games since then. It's not
Yeah,
that
but
much
they-
Yeah, but that,
They have to fall into a bracket.
I know,
Like, if
I
they missed the
know,
last
I know.
one, like, come on.
It's just unlikely to win, isn't it, when it's like been the year before.
Well, it's not in the forefront of
Yeah.
people's minds as much.
I mean, I can't envisage Jedi Fallen having the chance next year with the games that are coming out anyway, to be honest.
No.
Cyberpunk and Last of Us, it's not,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't see it compete with. Yeah. And Thingy as well.
Fast and Furious.
Well, no. A game actually, do you know what? A game quickly, I actually forgot to put in the thing. I should have remembered. Ghost of Tsushima as well.
Oh,
Did you watch
yeah,
the
yeah.
trailer? I don't know. Did you see that?
I did see it.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Typical Sony trailer. Like,
Yeah,
sort
again,
of
like
facial
you have an idea
animation.
in your head when you press play, like what it's going to be like.
yeah.
And
That game looked really good. I'm looking forward to playing that summer 2020. So,
So you got a lot to get through.
oh man, it's going to be a busy summer, isn't it? Cyberpunk, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, a lot of games. Mate, I'm not committed to Fast and
You
Furious.
got a
Day
lot
one.
to play, mate.
If any of the viewers want to send me a code for it or something, you know.
Wow, that is really
you can buy me Fast and Furious.
That is really
That just
Right.
lost us like 20 subs.
You can buy me Fast and Furious and I will review it if anyone wants to buy me.
Well, you're being quite
Any Fast and
aggressive with your
Furious?
points.
Well,
You ain't gonna do it.
yeah.
Ignore him. Don't
Remember,
buy
you gotta
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Just that.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Well,
carry on.
yeah, if you want to, donate to
Yeah.
Suds Gaming
I'll review
Reviews
For the channel. For
Yeah.
good of the channel.
for the good of the channel.
It's not going to happen, so.
People would just
No.
buy it and play it themselves.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Anyway, however, we did save someone some money with the Bloodborne. No, what was it? Not Bloodborne at all. Hellwarders review. If you want to check that out, it's a terrible game. We reviewed it. and
Hey, it's
we
got a lot of views
comments
on the channel. It's
saying,
actually done well on the channel,
Saying,
so.
thank you for saving me from buying this game.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Anyway, next category, multiplayer game.
Yeah.
No surprise here.
Apex.
Apex Legends.
We
We all
predicted
said
that.
Apex.
We were right about that one, but hey, you know.
Hey, so was everyone else.
Can I
Or
just
as well,
say
like-
as well, that segment was awful with Mirage.
Oh, Mirage.
You probably
I didn't have
skipped
to see it. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Oh, when he was talking to Geoff Keighley back.
And he had his Mirage ship. I can't remember what it actually.
It didn't deserve to win the award just for that. Oh, that's interesting. They had that update, didn't they, to Apex, the Christmas update? When they made it up
They
Christmas.
gave a free gun as well.
That'll probably... I keep hitting you, sorry.
It's alright. It's just
So
bad time.
aggressive
Yeah,
today,
time.
mate. Like,
I know, I am, but that'll probably persuade a lot of people to come back to it, actually. So it's a clever idea.
Yeah.
But it deserved to win it, I think, personally. Only because it's a new IP, it's just come out, it has been a runaway success. I think it deserved it, personally.
yeah,
I don't think
wouldn't
multiplayer's
argue
been
against
that strong this year, do you lot?
Not really.
COD was very disappointing.
Borderlands 3, lol.
I don't think Gears 5's even in there, and rightfully so, because it's terrible online.
Mm.
I know you just
Tetris,
disagree,
anyway.
but
I think it's alright.
Tetris,
Ain't
yeah,
good enough to
Tetris
win
would have been
multiplayer.
interesting.
Yeah, Tetris would have been different.
I might try that on Switch. See what
Well, you
it's like.
can now.
So.
And you can let us all know. Another game for the fans to
Suds
buy.
reviews.
Suds reviews. So.
We'll go on to another one that I think we all predicted. Ongoing game, Fortnite.
Fortnite.
No surprise.
No surprise.
Water is wet again.
Yeah.
It's probably going to win it for the next 10 years, the way it's going.
Yeah, it's a bit boring, but hey, it's deserved. So.
Funny, that game will come
Can't
out on any
argue.
consoles and it'll be the most popular game.
Yeah.
And it's like, why have you bought new consoles for this? But it will be, because it's just
They're ready
free.
to drop a new thing for Fortnite, aren't they? Like a
apparently
more
so.
expensive battle pass or whatever it's called now. Like what to unlock the things. I don't know. They're changing the name ever so slightly, I think. But yeah, that's
Interesting.
well, it's just free money. Like people are going to buy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. These sort of games, PUBG, all that lot, Fortnite, I'd be interested to see how they transition.
Player unknown. They had a review.
Yeah.
Prologue.
Say
Teaser.
about that prologue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prologue.
It looked
That was weird.
horror.
Didn't know what it
What
was.
is
Vibes?
it? Forest?
Forest, yeah.
Wake up, and
That's
then it's
weird.
like
Is it a single player for PUBG? Who knows? It didn't look like
it
that, but you
didn't
never know.
look.
I mean,
no,
they could,
No
it didn't
idea.
look like it would be part of PUBG.
could do like an origin story or something. Couldn't do some weird stuff.
Who the hell wants to play that?
No, I wouldn't. The game looks
An origin story of hitting someone with a pan.
Yeah. It clearly looked next gen.
Yeah.
It looked next gen, didn't it? To me.
I don't even know what to say about it. You saw a forest for 10
there wasn't
seconds.
much.
It's a nice little tease, though. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
And to be fair, when a teaser like that drops, it's usually like 3 years away.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really show anything.
They have nothing except for
the
a
name
few
and the
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That did spring to mind then. We'll go on Best Narrative, another one we covered, and the winner was Disco Elysium.
Yeah. We said that was a wild card, didn't we?
We did, because we hadn't played it.
That was our caveat game. It sounds
Yeah.
like Dance Dance Revolution, but
And
it's not, so...
The high reviews, it's always a caveat when the game gets high reviews like that.
Yeah.
I think Death Stranding should have won it, personally, but I haven't played Disco Elysium, so I guess I can't really.
Yeah.
You can only really go for what you've played.
We did make our predictions based on what we know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But there we go.
There you go. Which one as well? Sports, we
Yep.
definitely did that.
We did that one.
I was pleased to be wrong about this one.
Were you?
Because I said
definitely.
that FIFA would
Would have
win
been a
it.
travesty
but-
if FIFA would have won.
Yeah, I think...
Oof.
I didn't
yeah,
want it to.
No, it would have been a travesty if it had won, though.
I really wanted F1 to
Yeah,
win.
I think I wanted F1. The only reason I wanted F1 is that I think it's a better game than Crash Team Racing.
So do I.
personally. Look, I love Crash Team Racing, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but F1 is a great game.
It really is.
Like, it's like the pinnacle of F1 games, isn't it, really? And the AI and everything about, I mean,
Yeah,
not one it's
everything.
not. But in terms of like even single player and stuff, AI,
Yeah,
it's amazing, really.
it really is.
The game
But-
looks amazing, the game looks amazing as well.
Crash Team Racing, pretty solid
Yeah,
game.
I think it's a worthy win.
Better than FIFA, so
Yeah,
I'm glad
God.
FIFA didn't win it.
I'm alright with it winning it.
Did we
but
all
it's-
predict FIFA? I feel like we did.
I definitely did.
I think we did.
Yeah. I think we like reluctantly were like, oh,
It was like,
it's gonna be
it's
FIFA.
gonna be
Because
FIFA, but-
it usually does win this sort of thing, but it didn't, so that's good.
No, that is good. Which one as
We
well? We
had-
definitely covered that, did we?
Best score, bit back, I think. With,
Did we do best score?
Yeah.
Score soundtrack.
best soundtrack?
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I'm sure we did, because I think I said it's going to be Death Stranding.
Well, none of the other games.
Devil May Cry was in there.
I don't remember doing that one.
Well,
Devil May
won
Cry. It always has a
it.
good,
I deserve to win,
good soundtrack. Devil May Cry, but I didn't think it was going to compete with Death Stranding.
Death Stranding
so-
soundtrack's really good. So
Yeah, oh yeah, I
Really
remember
good.
you saying that actually.
really good.
You were
You'll enjoy it.
Listening to
walking
that
across the
iPod.
country, yeah.
It's great.
Let's have a look. Action Adventure.
Adventure,
Yeah, we definitely
Sekiro.
discussed that.
Yeah, I guess actually it was going to win it because
It
it
had
won Game
to.
of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Imagine
I
if
think,
it didn't.
Yeah, that would be weird.
for me, Resident Evil 2 should have won it.
I would have liked that to have happened.
But because I actually played Sekiro, and I said to you, didn't I? I can see why it got Game of the Year. It's a great game in some ways, but it was just too hard. It was too much. Like, I love Dark Souls and stuff like that, and Dark Souls
I
is
remember
quite
you
tough.
saying.
But I always feel like with Dark Souls, eventually it clicks.
Mm.
Something clicks, and you go, "Oh, I get it now. I can beat this boss." With that game, there was a certain boss I was like, "I don't think I'm ever going to beat this boss."
Didn't click.
Still wait.
And that's on me. Like, I'm just clearly not good enough. But that's fine. You know, if people want to call me out and say, "Oh, try hard or whatever," but
Definitely not
Crap.
a try hard. Like,
well, no, I guess not.
you
I
didn't
try
get
hard
good.
enough.
Like, come on.
But I can see why it won it. Just for me, I just preferred.
Yeah.
I would have preferred Resident Evil, but yeah, whatever.
Well, it's Game of the Year, so it should have won that, really.
It's nice to see a different type of game win it.
Yeah.
These sort of games don't usually win it, do they? These sort of Dark Souls-y.
Yeah, like my
Like
bias says Resident Evil should have won it, but at the same time,
It's fine.
it's a more than worthy winner. So
Yeah. And then this might be the last one, is it?
Audio design, I think, was the last one, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then audio design, I think was our last one. And Call of Duty one.
Yeah, this is, do you know what? Out of all the awards, this is the one where I'm like, nah, I don't agree at all. For me,
think
Resident
I
Evil
picked
2.
it. I think I picked it.
Resident Evil 2 didn't even win a single award, which I think is a travesty. I know it came out earlier in the year. I know people might have forgot about it. I know it's a remake, but it should have at least won audio because the audio in that game is fantastic.
when we were making our
fantastic.
predictions, though, I remember every time we talked about Resident Evil, I was always hesitant because I just didn't feel like it was going to. I can never imagine them saying like, "And the winner is Resident Evil." It always just nah. I'm not shocked that it lost to COD, even though it is a bit disappointing. That's probably the only one that I look at and think, "Come on."
Yeah.
We've had the same audio design in COD for years.
Yeah.
It's always amazing, but they don't need to change anything.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much.
I can't imagine they change it and have like a whole new palette of audio every time. They just have the same thing and like maybe add one or two things.
Yeah.
So
Resident Evil
that's
for
not
me
that
should have won.
impressive.
Well,
Maybe
touching on
Trump
Resident Evil, though.
Yeah.
you guys got to see the first glimpse of
We did.
your new trailer, Resident Evil 3 remake.
Really
Impressed.
happy with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really
Really
cool.
good.
It looks hectic. It looks like
Everything we wanted.
it literally looks like 2, but a bit more aggressive, a bit more in your face, and that looks
Just come
it's
back
really
to the reveal of it. Do you know what annoys me? If this night have got leaked, it would have been popped way more. Because I don't know if you saw how they actually announced it. They said, "Oh, this is the single player portion of Resistance."
good. Yeah,
The 4-player, what was it, Left 4 Dead type?
basically.
For this one against Tyrant. They said it's the single player, so we're thinking, I wonder what this is, some average sort of. And then when you play, it's like, oh my god, it took me about 20 seconds to realise, I was like, oh, this is Resident Evil 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as soon as you saw something like jail and stuff, and it's like, I thought, it's annoying that it got leaked. Because I think that would have popped a lot. I think it would have been like, oh, this is awesome. But it still looks great. I mean, it looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, like I'm
Graphics
happy.
look amazing.
I'm really
It
happy
looks-
they updated like some of the
Character
characters. Like
models.
people have complained. Like, I've seen
I don't
all
know
the
why.
tweets and people saying like, why do you keep changing things? Do you remember how bad Jill looked
Terrible.
when they turned her blonde
Jill
and
looks
put her
great.
in like a catsuit type thing? Like, come on, like give me the RPD.
All the
Jill
updates
back.
I've seen for the main characters look good. They
Yeah,
look really good.
like Carlos looks really
Carlos
cool
looks
now.
good.
Nikolai looks actually pretty much like he used to,
Yeah.
but just with better
Just, yeah,
graphics.
better
So
graphics.
fine.
Tyrant seems like he's going to look cool. Not Tyrant.
Nemesis.
Sorry. You can confuse me too. Nemesis looks cool.
Nemesis
Looks
looks
like something
amazing. Like on that cover art where you've got Nemesis
really
like
good.
overshadowing the city and the characters. That
I actually think this one,
shit's going
I mean,
down.
you probably know more than me. You're more, I've played them all, but you played them probably a lot more than me. I think this one's going to be actually probably scarier than 2.
I'd say
bit.
so, and I just come back to like
I
the
think-
aggression of Nemesis. It's
Yeah.
going to be scarier because you can't kite him
No.
around walls and stuff. He's going to charge you. He's
certainly
going to
doesn't
be
move
so
slow,
aggressive.
like
Yeah,
Tyrant.
he's going to sprint towards you.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for the change of pace. It's still going to feel like 2 in most parts, but when Nemesis is around, you're going to have to up your game.
I like the packing as well. I like the fact they packed it in with that
Oh yeah,
4v1 game.
it's cool.
Because I'll try that now.
But yeah, definitely.
I would have
think
probably
everyone
tried
will.
it anyway, but the fact that it's packed in with 3, it means I'll definitely try it now.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you? Because it's in there.
Well, 2 at the end. I know they had that like mercenaries mission. I can't remember what it was called. Where you play as who the hell was it? Where you play as the SWAT guy. Was it Hunk? And you have to run
right.
through like the whole game, but like it's like a set map.
I didn't actually play it, but I did hear about it.
So
Yeah.
like there's like speedrun times and things.
People
like
like that, didn't they?
Yeah, they like it's a great thing, but it's like it doesn't last very long. And
No.
when it's done,
No.
the only replayability is to just keep setting a faster
Yeah.
time, and maybe it appeals to some people, but there's only one of it. So to have like a mode that has replayability with the game just makes the game a bit more viable for me, like as a package rather than just
As a package, it's a great deal.
Mm.
You're pretty much getting 2 games for £40 or whatever it'll be. So fantastic deal. I think
like
it'll
it.
do really well.
Yeah, I'm really
I think
excited
it'll
to
do as
play
well
the
as 2.
story. It's going to be great.
It might even do better than 2. Like, in terms of, I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll similar amounts, maybe, but I don't know which one's more popular. You see, so I don't know. People do like 3.
Yeah, they do, but everyone wanted 2. Like 2 was the one that people wanted for the longest time. So I think it'll be similar, but it's definitely not going to do badly.
And I hope already they're thinking, right, 4 now.
Yeah,
4
you were
needs a
saying
remake.
that. You were saying that last time.
Because I've been playing it a little bit on Xbox One.
It's just another game to play.
Yeah, I know, but
How have you been playing all these games?
it's on Game Pass. It's easy to
Mate,
just fucking play.
he's played every game on Game Pass because it's free.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, Game Pass is a good deal.
Mate, I like Game Pass.
You know, you can pick up and play. What's the point? Pick up and play, innit?
Yeah.
So that, I've been playing it a little bit because just going back to it, and it's still a really good game, but it feels janky now. And I feel like they could do a lot with that game, Resident Evil 4, if they remade it. And it is probably, you might disagree, arguably maybe the most popular Resident Evil.
Yeah, no, it is. It's not my favourite, but it is
No, but
the
it's
most
not
It'll
popular.
probably be in the works. I mean, if
So I
they're
can't
doing
see them
2,
not doing
3.
it. I also want them to do
Yeah.
1.
No, you
Properly.
do want another one, yeah. I think...
So much room for scope. There's
Yeah.
they can literally have this going, well, at least up to 4 and 1. I don't know if people want 5 and 6 remade, but there's Code Veronica.
Yeah,
there's
Code
all the
Veronica
spin-off games they
be
could
alright.
remake.
Yeah.
There's loads of options.
I will say that, like, and it's important that you use that word. As long as the games are remade, I'm fine with it. When they start, like, if 4 was just remastered,
No,
like,
it
I
needs
don't
to be
really
remade.
care.
Has to be remade.
Like, at least give us the whole whack. Don't
Yeah.
just give us the fresh lick of paint. Like, then I'm okay with it.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to see, and I know you guys are definitely excited for that. So
It's going to be great.
I will. Anyway, that brings the end to our podcast and on our show. So if you're listening to us on YouTube, do remember to like, subscribe, and comment below with your picks. What do you think should have won Game of the Year? What do you think of the Xbox Series X? Jesus.
Terrible name.
Yeah,
Oh,
struggle.
Awful, yeah. Let us know in the comments below. If you're listening to us on the audio version, please leave a nice review as always, and share the podcast with your friends. Thanks for joining me as ever, guys. Where can people find you on social media?
It's on Twitter for me, so it's at David Tenspud.
I'm at JG Perks.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Leld, LEL3Ds and a 9 on the end for Instagram. You can also follow Checkpoint Reach Podcast on social media on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at CheckReachPod. Links are in the description below. So we'll be back next week with more gaming news, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.